Mic, check. Guidelines, check. Let's get the video started. So today we're going to talk about retention marketing. What is it, how to apply it, and pretty much how do you even get started, and why is it important, right? Retention marketing is pretty much what are you doing to retain a customer. Everybody know you run Facebook ads get the people to your actual website, and then when they come to your website they make a sale, and then what happened after that point? So this is where retention marketing comes in play. Retention marketing is what are you doing to retain customers to boost LTV, which is lifetime value. Things that you would consider retention marketing, such as like email marketing, SMS marketing, if you have a phone app, push notifications, loyalty and reward programs, etc., etc. The reason why you want to have these types of things in place is so that way, once you actually get a customer, you keep them in your universe for a longer time period to make more money. It's 2025 and email is still not dead. Email is going to be around forever, along with SMS and everything else. So when people say all you need is ads, they're wrong. Cause like, picture this: someone comes to your website, they make that first purchase, they get their product, they run out and be like, oops, dang, I need to replenish, but they just never do so, and you're not reaching back out to them to tell them, hey, come back. What you gonna think gonna happen? They're never gonna come. You're gonna end up being a lost thought in their mind, and you will never get them back again to boost up your LTV. So that's where retention marketing comes into play. Retention marketing is, like I said, the email, SMS, push notifications, loyalty reward notifications that get someone to come back to spend money with you again. And retention marketing should be around 35% of your overall revenue. So how do we actually set up retention marketing? I'm gonna tell you now, you see it all the time. As soon as you go on someone's website, what do you see? Bing! A pop-up that pops up on the screen that says unlock a 10% off coupon by giving me your email address, right? We're so used to that now. You can do the same pop-up where you're offering a 10% off, but one thing I like to do to take a step farther is that I actually add a second step to my pop-up that say, hey, upgrade your discount to 15% off by giving me your phone number, so that way I can have an SMS campaign as well going for them. My top two offers is my number one offer, which is save up to 30% off. When they give me their email and SMS number, they get two different coupons, one for 10, one for 20% off, which guarantees that they have to come back a second time if they're trying to use both coupons. My second best opt-in one was an enter to a free giveaway plus 10% off right now. So I have them enter their email, SMS to enter into a free monthly giveaway of whatever the product is, and then I have an email flow that goes off and send them a 10% that they can actually use right now. Both have generated me great opt-in results. So how do you make the actual pop-up? So to actually get started with retention marketing, you're actually going to download two apps. One is Klaviyo. This is going to be your email marketing platform, but you're also going to collect phone numbers on it because it's going to link and integrate to your SMS platform. And for SMS, you got three options. The first two options is Postscript and SMS Bump, and the third option is the option that I actually use called Recart. The reason why I choose Recart is because that pop-up opt-ins beats out all the rest. When I was using Klaviyo pop-up, my opt-in rates was like a 14%. When I switched to Recart pop-ups, don't know what they do to make it better, but when I switched to Recart pop-ups, that 14% went to being 22%, and I'm actually in email and SMS at that same rate. So big shout outs to Recart. So once you actually have this data, what to actually do with it. So inside of Klaviyo, your email marketing platform, you have two things to do. You have campaigns, you have flows. Think of flows as the automation. So these are the things that you will have to send repeated emails if you were to do manually. So like post thank you, your welcome series, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, customer win backs, all these different flows that just automatically trigger based off of what a customer do or does not do. And I actually want to repeat those different types of flows as well. So your number one flow is the welcome series flow. This is where you actually welcoming this customer into your new ecosystem, where you pretty much remind them of the discount. And what I like to do, I put a sense of urgency saying, hey, the discount's going to expire in 3 days, and then 3 emails later I got a 4th email that goes out, hey, the offer has been extended for an extra day, take advantage of it, just to try to get them to actually convert. Does the offer actually expires? No, but it's just a strategy to try to get those people to make that first purchase immediately. And each of these flows are 3 to 5 emails. Another one and a half, other than your welcome series, is your post thank you. So this is you thanking someone for actually making a purchase, taking action. This is also a time where you can cross sell. You can tell them, go follow me on Instagram, go follow me on whatever social media. So you're actually just thanking them for going through and making a purchase. The other one you have is abandoned checkout. When someone's already in your email list and they're on their way to checkout, but they do not complete it, now you can send them emails, hey, you forgot to check out. First email. Second email, hey, I see you still haven't checked out. Is there anything that's holding you back? Third email, hey, listen, I want to give you extra 10% off to finish your checkout process. I'll return the checkout and check out, and so on and so on. And the fourth most important one I would say is definitely customer win back, aka sunset flow. So this is when someone who's been in your ecosystem but haven't purchased in, let's say, 180 days, and you're like, hey, you're reaching back out to them like, hey, big head, come back and purchase. You're not actually saying that, but that's pretty much what you're doing. Hey, it's been a while since you purchased. I want to extend a special discount for you to come back and try some of our new teas. In this email flow, you can, like I said, you can offer a discount to get them to come back. You got to structure the emails to let them know, like, hey, in the past 180 days, what have they missed? Hey, you can also tell them, like, hey, you haven't tried the product long enough for it to actually take effect. So this is the typical time it normally takes someone to get great result. All these different campaigns to once again get someone to come back and purchase again. So Kanaan, how often should I send emails? You should be sending emails at least 5 to 7 times a week. But won't my customers get tired? Because the way that you send emails is you're gonna actually set up what they call segments, and what that does is you'll be able to send emails to only a specific segment of your email list, so that way you're not exhausting them and you can actually meet people where they are. And when you set up these segments, you can set them up for almost anything. One thing that I like to do is set up segment based off of the topic that I spoke on the email and if they open that email. So for example, in my subject line, I may say teas that's great for diabetes. So someone who's suffering from diabetes will open that. So I would set a segment that says anyone who opened an email that in the subject line it says diabetes, add them to this segment. So that way when I want to do a campaign about teas that help with diabetes, it only send it to that segment of people. Same thing with VIPs, people who actually spent up to a certain amount or have made a certain amount of purchases over X amount of time. So this way, if I want to do a special sale to thank those VIP members to make them feel special, I can send it directly to just them, and they can be at any type of sale. Or I may even do a general sale. Let's say if I do a Father's Day 20% off campaign, but to my VIP list, I let them do 25% off because they're VIPs. Treating them like that will actually make them feel more, treating them like that will help them fall in love with your actual brand more. And I know I skipped over campaigns, so let's cover that real quick. Flows is like your automations, while campaigns are just like a one-time send type of deal. So when the holiday season comes around, you sending campaigns. You're not setting up a whole flow. Your emails can still look like your flow emails, but it's just a one-off campaign, and you're just saying one campaign a day. Not really. And the dope thing is about this is where it all comes together, because this is where it all comes together because when you actually send in a campaign, you can actually set up a SMS campaign to go alongside with it, so that way you're reaching your email list as well as your SMS contact list. Therefore, you're reaching them in different ways to notify them that a sale is going on, to actually get them to come back to the website and actually spend some money. You can reach out to me on Instagram at Kanaan.life. I'm here for you all to actually grow. Let's make you the next $1 million brand. So until next time, peace.